cross my fingers that I have enough space. Hello, I've hit record and we're still talking. Okay, so we're gonna start either seated or standing, just depending on what is most comfortable for you. I'll show you just quickly what exercise we're going to be doing. This up and over with your band. The focus tonight is on the arms. So up and over with your band. So if you're more comfortable standing up, feel free to stand. I know sometimes it's difficult to sit in this upright position, you know, with your back really upright. But if you are able to sit like this with legs straight out in front, then come down into a seated position. Okay, so have your band just handy, and we're just going to start with a little bit of rolling of the shoulders first, just to warm them up a little bit. So just backwards rolls. Good. And then neck stretches as well, so just dropping the ear down towards the shoulder, feeling a lovely stretch down the side of the neck. And then just turning slightly so your chin is just hovering over your shoulder. You feel the stretch then move across the neck. And then over to the other side, ear to shoulder first. Linger there for a couple of breaths. And then your chin to the shoulder. And again, linger there for a couple of breaths. And then backwards rolls of the shoulders again with your head in neutral. Good. Then holding onto your band. If you don't have a band, just do the movements with your arms and don't worry at all, okay? So holding on quite close to the ends. Now breathe in, lift the arms up. And then on your out breath, you pull the band apart and take the arms down behind. Good. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, down. Now this is where you can sort of use the band to challenge yourself. And maybe hold on to it a little closer together to give you a wee bit less elastic, less band, which means you have to work harder to pull it apart and get the arms down behind you, because what you don't want to be doing is this, you know, all bending the arms and ducking the head, okay? So you need to have enough band that you're able to easily enough move the arms while keeping them straight, so not bending the elbows. Good. It's just a lovely way to stretch the chest and kind of encourage the shoulders to move back and down. Okay, finish this one, and then now on your next one, if you've got a loopy band like me, you might want to put your hand through the loops. Otherwise, just hold on, again, quite close to the ends. We're going to lift the band up and just bring it down to rest across your shoulder blades. Okay, so kind of show you from behind there, just resting across your shoulders and your back. So you can still be standing or seated, and we're just going to do a little bit of spine twist. So if you're standing, click your heels together, have your toes pointing apart. If you're seated, just bring your legs together. Breathe in, and then on the out breath, twist over to one side. Breathe in to the center, and breathe out. Twist to the other side. Good. Breathe in and out. In and out. Now, if it's too much with the band, feel free to lose it, to just drop the band, forget about the band altogether, and just keep on doing the spine twists. My band is quite new and it's really, really tight and this really hurts. Good. We'll do one more to each side. Lovely. Back to the center. Then lift the arms up and lower and relax. Okay, good. So you can put the band away for now. That might be the last we use it tonight, actually. And then if you come into, again, you can stay standing or into kneeling position, either kneeling like this or even up on high kneeling or standing up, just whichever is most comfortable for you. Okay, so prepare yourselves. We're going to do quite a lot of arm strengthening now, and it's going to probably burn in the shoulders a little bit. Try to just stay up and stay with me. My arms are sore because I've been practicing all of these moves, so I might not last as long as you guys. Okay, so we're going to lift the arms up to about shoulder height. That's it. And just start off by turning palms up and palms down. Up and down, then speed it up a little bit. Good. And remember throughout all of these just to keep breathing and keep smiling. Good. Up and down, up and down. Lovely. Good, last 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely. Now with palms facing down, we're just going to start drawing circles backwards. Good. 5, 6, we're going up to 10. And then circles forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay out if you can. Bring the arms forwards, and then lift them up, and then down. Good. Forwards, up, down. Forwards, up, down. Quite fast. Down. Good. Keep breathing. Lovely. Bringing the biceps right up either side of the ears. Good. Lovely. One more. Okay, try not to rest. Now bend the elbows. So you're in this goalpost position. Now squeeze elbows together in front and then open. Bringing them slightly back behind. So you're squeezing shoulders together in your back. Good, now close and open. Close and open. Good. Lovely. Do 4 more. Good, last one. And rest for a moment. Okay? Everybody all right? My shoulders are really burning. Okay. So a little rest. Then we're going back up into it, okay? So arms out straight again. And this time, just start to squeeze the shoulder blades back together behind your back. So you're kind of bringing the arms back. So 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, lovely. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now circles. Let's go backwards first. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stay with me if you can. Bend the elbows. Bring the elbows together. And then little pulses up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Well done. And relax. Shake out those arms. It feels like if you touch them, they might even be hot. Mine are on fire. Okay, good. Well done. Right, we're going to change it now. So come down onto your hands and your knees. We're going to do a little bit of the thread the needle just to sort of take a moment and stretch things out before we go into some more hard work with some press ups. Okay, so threading the needle. Your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Take a breath in, and then on your out breath, just slide your left hand, putting the back of the hand onto the floor, slide it through the right arm, bending the right elbow. Bring your left shoulder to the ground and your head to the ground. And then come back up as you breathe in. And then breathe out. Right arm slides through left. Head and shoulder to the ground. Come back up as you breathe in. And keep on going. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Lovely. One more on each side. Okay, good. And then just push back, bringing your bum down onto your heels. And just stretch the shoulders out a little bit this way, just by kind of reaching your hands as far up the mat as possible. Good. Okay. Now come back up onto all fours again. And we're going to do a little bit of rocking press ups. So I was saying to the girls just before we started that I like to use a wee bit of extra padding underneath my knees for this one. So you might want to do the same, just grab a little towel or even a cushion or double or triple over your mat. Okay. Good, I'll just let you all get sorted. All right, good. So we're going to start again with our hands underneath our shoulders and knees underneath our hips. Now your feet are loose, so your feet are kind of up, going to be up off the floor when you're rocking forwards, okay? So I want you to think about sort of rocking backwards and forwards on these knees, okay? So just coming a wee bit forwards, bending the elbows, but keep them really close in beside your body. And then push back. Come forwards, bend the elbows, and push back. This is your rest, recover, push forwards, all the body weight coming forwards. Let's see, can you take your nose to the floor, and then push up and back. Rock forwards, down, elbows close, and back. So this is really hard tricep work. Down. Breathe out as you push up. If you can manage to get your breath coordinated. Good. Remember keeping the elbows really close in. And don't worry if you're not getting your nose the whole way down. If you're just coming a wee bit forwards, and that's enough, then that is fine too. You're still working hard. But I want the whole weight of your body, that's why I'm saying get your feet up so you're just rocking forwards. And then push back. Good, let's do 2 more. Brilliant. Okay, then just rest back, relax those arms, maybe come back, do some wrist work, just circling the hands inwards and outwards. Good. Okay, is everybody wrists okay? Good. All right, so then we're going to do a similar exercise, but with our hands in a slightly different position. So if you bring your hands out to the outside edges of your mat, but have your fingers pointing slightly inwards, if that makes sense. So fingers kind of pointing up towards the opposite corners of your mat, and then the edge of, the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, sort of right out at the edge of your mat. Okay, now similar again, just rock forwards. I mean, this time your elbows are coming out really wide, okay? And then push back, rest and recover for a second, then tilt forwards, that lovely rocking. See if you can touch your nose to the mat in front of you. Now your head will be coming a lot further forwards than your hands, and your chest is kind of more in line with your hands. Because look, if you're bringing your head in line with your hands, if you try that, it's so much easier because it's not your whole body weight. If you aim for chest to be in line with your hands and head coming further forwards, and just play around with the position, like the angle of your hand. I said point your fingers slightly inwards. But if you're feeling any kind of nasty twisting on the wrist or anything, feel free to change the position of your hands slightly, but I want them just to be wide. So the elbows are coming out wide, rather than the tricep press-ups where you're keeping the elbows really close into the body. Good, last two. Good. Well done. Okay. And then just take a wee moment again, doing some wrist circles inwards and outwards. Good. And if anybody really is struggling with wrists, you can do this, if you've got a table or even on the wall, slightly raised up instead. It takes a bit of the pressure off the wrists sometimes. Or, a chair or a bench or something. So you're sort of lifting yourself up a wee bit. Probably doesn't make much sense if I haven't got anything to demonstrate it on you with. Okay, we're going to come down onto our tummies now. And again, elbows are close into the body. Hands are kind of in line with your face. And you start with your head down on the ground or facing the ground. You don't have to press it fully in. Now take a breath in to prepare. And then on your out breath, slowly start to lift your head and your chest off the floor, but keep the arms, keep the hands and the elbows connected. Good. Quick breath in at the top. And then exhale. Lower back down. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift. Try to relax the glutes. And let this be all in your spine, in your back, the muscles in your back. Good. Now we're going to add in another little bit. So exhale, lift up head and chest. Breathe in. Then on your next exhale, stay lifted, but lift the arms and try and squeeze elbows together behind your back. Then breathe in, arms down. And then breathe out, lower chest and head down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift head and chest. Pause, breathe in. Then breathe out, lift arms, squeeze elbows. Breathe in, arms and elbows back down. And breathe out, lower chest and head. Good, keep going. Keep trying to relax those glutes. Exhale up, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, elbows and hands down. Exhale, head and chest down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, I know I'm saying a lot of breathe ins and breathe outs. Don't worry too much if you're not sticking with me about the breath. Then one of the ideas behind this breathing is just that you really slow this whole thing down. So one movement is one breath stroke. But don't worry if you're not in sync. Good. And down. Let's do 2 more of these. Lift. Lift arms, squeeze elbows, lower and lower. Last one, lift, squeeze, lower and lower. Good, well done. Push yourself back up onto all fours again, bringing knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And we're just going to come up into that lovely cat stretch, arching up over your shoulders, as if somebody's lifting you up right from the middle of your back. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, pushing all the air back towards your thighs and your knees. Maybe a little stretch up each side with a little wiggle. Good. Okay, now hands remain underneath your shoulders. Now tuck your toes, okay? And nice big breath in. And then on the out breath, we're just gonna lift and hover the knees a couple of inches up off the floor. We're trying not to come up into this triangle position, so keep yourself in this nice tabletop box position. Just hovering the knees off the ground. And breathe, just holding and breathing. Press back into your heels. Good, feeling this in the legs as well as the arms. Use your core as well. Good, one more big breath. And lower the knees down. Okay, we're going to repeat that, but add in a little bit where we're just lifting each foot slightly off the ground as well. If that's too much, just forget about it and go back to the hover. And if you need to drop down before I say, of course you do. All right, let's breathe in. And then on the out breath, lift your knees slightly off the ground. Then a little lift of the right foot and lower. Lift of the left foot and lower. Right and left. Right and left. Good, everything else is really still. And left, right, and left. One more, right, and left. Good, lower the knees down, put your feet flat. Push yourself back, bum down onto heels. And again, maybe resting on the elbows, circling those purr wrists again. This is the second Thursday in a row I've been working the wrists hard, isn't it? Good, then the other direction. Brilliant. Okay, then we're going to come back into our seated position, or if you were more comfortable standing, get yourself into a standing position again with your resistance band. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the up and overs again. So holding on quite wide towards the end of your band. Now breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out. Lower the arms down. Good. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good, a few more. And down, good. Now come up and rest it across those shoulders again. So in and out, resting on your shoulders, good. Again, heels are together, toes out if you're standing, or just legs together if you're sitting. Back into our spine twist. Breathing out as you twist. Breathing into the center. Breathing out, round to the side. And like I said at the start, if it's too much with the band, just forget about the band and keep going with the movement. Good, one more to each side. Lovely. Then lift the band back up and down, put the band away. And again, either from a seated or standing position. If you're seated, you might prefer to cross the legs. You can just come up into a little bit of a side stretch. So if you're standing, just putting one hand down the leg and the other arm over the side. Good, and then over to the other side. Good. One more time each way. Lovely. And then just pulling the arm across the chest. Now make sure you don't press directly onto the elbow, so try and come down to the forearm and just pull the arm across the body. And hold for a couple of breaths. Good, and then the other side. Lovely. Then interlace your fingers together behind your back and just try and pull the arms away from you, away as best you can. And then interlace fingers together in front and pull the arms away, getting a lovely stretch over your shoulders. And then just rest. Hands on knees or hands down by your side if you're standing. Maybe allow the eyes to close just for a couple of moments as we finish with 3 lovely, deep, purposeful breaths. So breathing in through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth. Trying to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Again, breathe in and out. Three breaths all together, 3 or 4. Lovely, and well done. So hopefully your arms won't be too sore after all of that. I'll hit stop here.